Hi everyone, today we're going to be doing a plan with me for January 22nd through 20th, and we're just going to jump right in this week. And as per usual, I'm going to start with washi tape, and these are the washies that I'm going to be using for this spread. I had it back up in my hand, that's what that third one is. This washi says "Change is Beautiful," and it came from a tube, a Recollections tube, a couple years ago. And I'm going to be putting that at the top and the bottom, as you can kind of see right there. And what you just saw me do was test and see what I could see through the white words that are on that washi tape. So I'm just right now looking for my ruler. That's how I cut my washi, this 6-inch metal ruler. And I'm just cutting it right after the January, because I wanted to leave the January there so I knew which month it was. And I just put a little bit before it, before January, so that it completes the top portion of it and didn't just leave a blank white spot over there. And when it's, I'm going to say, smaller parts, it's sometimes harder to just rip off like that. And I'm going to put this on the bottom. And this is just a very simple spread this week. It's this washi and then a different color, and there isn't much that I know of going on, so it's just kind of a laid back week, mostly just, regular work and school. And I think it's one of the first weeks that there isn't a minimum day or a no school day in it in a while, so it's kind of nice to get back to a little bit of normalcy. Okay, so I'm putting this at the top, and I think you can see it more on this side than on the other, but there's a slight little bit of the numbers that are on the page that you can see at the bottom of the washi, and I'm okay with that for this one because I'll be covering it with stickers that will cover it or detract it from it enough that you don't really see it on the final product. And I just wanted to quickly say I really hope that it's not making it into the video, but in case it is, if there's some background noise, I do have the dryer going. Unfortunately, I didn't have any other time to be doing both of these items, so I'm doing them together. Not totally together, and my house is small, so you can hear it no matter where you are. It's a very loud dryer. Anyway, now what I'm doing is I'm going to be laying out this washi. This washi came in a set of like 10 that were like $1 or $2, either from Amazon or AliExpress or some place like that. And this roll is running very low, so I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it through the entire spread with it. So I was trying to place it carefully and decide which spots were the most important. And I'm lining it up with the black line of, let's say, Wednesday of the day of the week, and then I'm filling it out from there. That way I can either leave a white stripe and we'll say the majority of the week has the color, or I can keep filling it in, and if there's overhang, I cut it off as opposed to the overhang cutting into the week. And I think that it's just, I'm lining it up next to each other and trying to make it nice and neat. And you'll see each time I roll it out the length of the page, just to make sure I have enough for another strip of it before I start laying it down and then realize that I could only make it through half the page. Because sometimes it looks like there's more on the roll than there actually is. I don't understand how it does that, but it always looks like there's more than there is, so I always test it to be on the safe side. And that one came out really good, filled out all the way to the edge, which I was very happy about. And then I'm going to do this next side. And it's just very simple, basic, as I said. These aren't colors I normally go to, actually now that I look at it, it's kind of summery, almost watermelon-like, but when I was picking out the washi, I liked the Changes Beautiful one, and then this one was next to it, so I just stuck to it. Okay, so you'll see right here, I'm at the end of the roll of washi. I actually had to use a little bit of the washi that's on the, I'm gonna say the cardboard roll, and that's what you saw at that corner there, where it was kind of cardboard picked up on it, so it wasn't really sticking right. It kind of stuck at the end because there is some stickiness to it, but if I need to, I'll go in and add some glue at some later point. And I just cut this strip off of the other side, and because I'm being very careful with it, I'm using my handy dandy tweezers to make sure I put it in the proper place, and just lining it up. That way I didn't waste it, and I could get rid of another stripe of white. And then at the end, there really isn't very much, I'm going to say, white strips on either end. I've used all the washi, and I'm finished with yet another roll. So that's always a good thing, because it means I'm not wasting my washi, I'm actually using it. And just making sure that there's no overhang. I really don't like it when even there's that little bit, because it gets sticky, and then I just always get all kinds of stuff stuck to it. So, or the washi peels up depending on the washi, so I always be extra careful and very detailed, as you can see. I am trying to get better with when I post these videos. I'm aiming for my weekly video to be on Sunday, and then some, I'm going to say, bonus one throughout the week. But for right now, I'm getting them up every week, which is better than I had been, and that was my goal. So I'm just going to keep working at it and seeing how it goes. So now these stickers that I'm going to be using for the numbers at the top, they're blue, and they came from Dollar Tree. It was 2 sheets for $1, and they, I'm gonna say, they go with a lot. They're just basic stickers, and I'm using my tweezers to make sure I line them up nicely. And as you can see, that they're big, and they kind of just go over what the little underhang, or whatever you want to call it, of the numbers from on the actual planner sheet. And I'm using the tweezers like usual. These tweezers actually also came from Dollar Tree. I just found them in the beauty section, and they actually work really well. They've got a really nice point to them. They work well for this, and I've actually tried them for other things like a splinter. Don't tell anyone, but I cleaned them afterwards. But they work really well. I actually want to get another set or 2 of them to have around the house for when the boys are doing woodworking and get splinters or whatever else. They're always handy to have around. And thankfully this had 2 sheets, because then I was able to have plenty of 2s for all the 20s of this week. And I'm just going to keep putting them along. You'll see that I pick them up with my fingers. Sometimes it's easier to get the placement, like, in the tweezers properly. And, you know, depending on the sticker sheet and the sticker, sometimes it's easier to take it off with the tweezers, and sometimes it's better with your hand. And one thing I don't like about these stickers is when they have those circles in the middle. That one actually came out really nicely, but a lot of times they'll stay in there, and they're kind of hard to get out, so the tweezers are helpful with that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up the notes, like symbol in the corner. I always do this. And this, me and my big idea is sticker book. I only have 2 of them. I like them a lot, actually, but that's why you'll see this one a lot. It has a bunch of those circles that are perfect for covering that notes section. And in the past, I've mostly just used circles, but I've started using some of their other stickers to cover it. I believe it was last week I started doing that. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it down below, and you can go ahead and watch that one too. So I'm just going through and picking one. I wanted one that went nicely with the color theme, and I found this greenish one. that's kind of a flag looking thing, and it says work hard, play hard, and that's always good to have there. I think that's better to have there than the notes that doesn't really mean anything. So now what I'm going to be getting out is these stickers that I print myself, and I use these every week to mark off the box that's designated for my fiance or that's designated for my stepson, and I just cut these out with a ruler and a like X-Acto type knife, and they work really well in the planner. I really like how they came out, and I've started using them a lot. I think I've actually, by now, between this and I think another planner, or maybe I just, I don't remember exactly, but I think I've already finished these and I have to print some more. If you guys want a video on that, just let me know, and I would love to do that for you guys. So now I'm just coming to an end, and really there wasn't much going on this week, so nothing to put down at all, and I will just fill it in over the course of the week. I hope you guys are all having a really great week, and I hope you like this video. I know it's a little bit basic, but it's still nice, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it and will subscribe for more videos. I will see you next time, and have a great one. Bye.